Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I wanted to jump on here really quick with a disclaimer. I am not a canning teacher. This is not a canning teaching video. I am a newbie canner who just documents what she does. I document it so years down the road I can look back, and I document it so I can learn better in the comments from people who are more experienced. I will say I had a scare the other week. Alright, like I was saying, I will say I had a scare the other week that with an improper processing time, and it scared me enough to make me go back to the basics. And I figured that's what it was, but I wasn't sure. So I had a scare. The mail just came, as y'all saw in the window. I had a scare the other week that made me go back to the basics. So I own this book. It's the Ball Home Complete Preserving. It has a chapter in it that talks about the art and science of home food preservation. So I went back to reading that chapter. I also own this book, but I haven't looked into it yet. But I'm guessing it's just regurgitated and possibly updated information from this book. Those are both Ball Blue books. I borrowed this canning and preserving book from my library, and I was looking into this as well. And just now, as filming this, a couple days ago, I ordered the USDA home canning book, and that just came in, as y'all saw. We opened it together. So I guess this is an unwrapping too. So I'll be digging into this book as well, and I have a lot to learn. I'm not going to stop canning. I'm not going to put a pause on canning. I've got some corn cob in the freezer that I need to do something with. I want to make corn cob jelly, and I want to make pepper jelly using corn cob stock. But I will definitely be doing some reading. I feel like this should be thicker though. I don't know. But I ordered this one from the Purdue University. I can leave the link down below. I learned it from the Needy Homesteader. She's got a canning workshop, like 10, maybe 15 videos on her channel. Maybe just 10. Either way, hers seemed thicker, but she ordered hers from Amazon. I looked on Amazon and went to the USDA website, and they led me to the Purdue University one. So I ordered it, and it's full color. Mine is. I think the one you get on Amazon is just black and white, but I like full color. So I definitely have some work to be doing, but just wanted to let y'all know this is not a teaching video. I am not a teacher. I am just a mom who is learning herself. So let's learn together, and let's get into this video that I think I shot like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So hey y'all, morning. So this video, we've got a couple things I'm going to be doing, but we're mainly going to be focusing on cooking up and canning ground beef and cutting up and canning carrots. I've yet to can either of those things, so this will be a first time for me. I'm learning. Y'all have seen me cook up a bunch of ground sausage before on like 3 to 4 different skillets on the stove. But this week I had seen another YouTuber, and she's either 1880s Homestead or she's 1870s Homestead. But she had a ton of ground beef too, and she did hers in a roaster. So I'm going to try that. And I've still got some ground beef in the freezer that is already cooked, but I'm going to throw it in there too while the other stuff is cooking, just so it can get heated up and unfrozen. And then I am going to cut up carrots and can that too. Like I said, I've never done this before. So for these, and like I've watched other YouTubers do it a while back. I just don't remember what they did. And I'm not going to sit down and watch videos right now. So I'm just going to use this Ball Complete book of home preserving. I know it's got carrot stuff in here, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably have something about ground beef, so I'll have to look at that while my ground beef is browning. But we're going to get that done. I am going to make some more pork and cabbage skillet. I probably won't show y'all a whole lot of that. You've already seen that before, but I'm canning that up into pint-sized jars today for individual meals. If Emmanuel wants to take one to work, or if I want to just eat one or something. Thankfully, Emmanuel did give me a 23-quart pressure canner for Christmas, so now I have 2 canners that I can keep rotating through. I found when I was making the chicken and, I have to start the chicken and the venison stock today too. So once the ground beef is done browning, I'll probably transfer that to another pot and I'll wash this out and I'll start the chicken and the venison stock. Sorry, that was just a side note. But when I was doing all the stocks the first time, I was having to do batch after batch after batch after batch. And with only 1 canner, I had to pull it off of the heat source, wait for it all to depressurize, and that way I can open it, quickly swap out things, and move it back onto the heat source. But with 2 canners, I can just take one off and put one on. And like I said, it's a 23-quart pressure canner that he gave me for Christmas, so I get to double stack pints on that. I have to figure out how to double stack the pints on that, because I know you don't want just a jar sitting right on top of another jar. There's ways to do it, so I gotta figure that out. Like I said, this is all learning for me. I am learning how to pressure can more things, and now that I have new equipment, I'm learning how to use this new equipment. So thanks for hanging out with me in the kitchen as I learn and get stuff done. So let's get to getting it done.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday, nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there.
Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be using the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving for the carrots and the ground beef, because I've never done this before, and I don't feel like watching a bunch of videos right now. So, I'm leaving your 1-inch headspace. Okay, so I think that's what we'll do. We're going to be doing the raw pack, which is putting all your cut up carrots in a jar and then pouring hot water or hot cooking liquid in the jar and then canning. So that's what we'll be doing for the carrots. From that, I'm not getting just ground beef. Let me get my Presto book. Okay, now I've got my Presto pressure canner book. Let's see if it's got anything about meat. Alright, so ground meat. Here we go. Cook until lightly browned. Ground meat may also be cooked without shaping. Drain to remove any excess fat. Pack hot meat loosely in hot jars, leaving 1-inch headspace. Add salt if desired. Cover meat with boiling water, broth, tomato juice, leaving 1-inch headspace. Remove 11 pounds of pressure for 75 minutes because I'm going to be doing pints. Okay. Alright. Just so... My pen just broke. No on earth. What? Here we go. Just so I can remember, so...
We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of...
These are not supposed to be like this. These are soft now. What did I do wrong? Let me try soaking these in water really quick. See how flimsy that is? That should not be like that. Alright, so as you had seen, I stored my carrots in a towel in the fridge because I thought I had read that somewhere. Looking back, wondering why my carrots are kind of soft. You know, carrots shouldn't be able to smile at you. But it said paper towel. But I could have swore I also heard Jess from Roots and Refuge say something about a regular towel. Anyway, lesson learned, once again, hard lesson learned, but there is a way to harden them up. I looked it up. You peel them, and hang on one second, Declan. You peel them and leave them in the fridge in a bowl or a bucket of cold water, and it said about 8 hours later, your carrots will be crisp again. So we're gonna give that a try. All right, yes sir, what can I help you with?
You cutting carrots?
Yes sir, I'm gonna cut carrots.
I'm gonna get right there.
You gonna help me? No, you can't help me.
No, I'll get right there.
Oh, are you gonna watch me? Okay.
Get right there.
I will say cutting or peeling soft carrots is not that easy. I wonder if I can just leave them in. See, it's like chunking them up though. They're so soft that it's just shredding them. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's just ripping them apart. So, do I have anything big enough where I can put these carrots in? I have that. Alright, I'm going to get another bucket, and I'm going to just try to soak these carrots just like this in the water and see if they'll harden through their skins. It said to peel them, but it's tearing out chunks because some of them are so soft. So, I'm going to get another dish real quick, and we'll store them in that dish. That way they should be able to store long ways. So, I'll be back. Alright, so these should be able to, for the most part, maybe if I cut them.
Need to cut them?
Yeah. Most of them should be able to fit in here though. That's a long one there. Okay. So we're gonna let these carrots soak overnight actually. And I'll can these up tomorrow. Let me go.
Oh, there's not water on me.
Oh, I didn't mean to do water on you. I'm sorry. Maybe you should get out of the way. Alright, watch out. Yeah, is it wet?
If I touch it.
Well, you already touched it. Alright, so hopefully that will revive the carrots.
1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We're playing loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no bars. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We're playing loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh,
Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see, but I had more siphoning going on. That I can definitely see some of the jars have lost their liquid.
Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. Oh, just...
Okay, so it looks like all of these did seal. Looks can be deceiving, so we will check. Okay. Okay. And it's the next morning, so these are all cool. Alright, I think they all sealed. They just need a good wipe down.
We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We're playing loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night.
Alright, so we got them all washed up and checked them, and they're all sealed. We did have a lot of siphoning in all 6 of the jars. I need to get better about paying attention. You know, I overstuffed it probably. Probably also didn't give it a proper headspace. I need to check though. These aren't actual canning jars. These are old mayonnaise jars, but I've canned them just fine. But maybe because they're not an actual canning jar, maybe this here isn't quite an inch. I'll have to double check. I mean, I think it's an inch, but just to double check. But I probably also need to work on not overstuffing them. But I think they're okay. I mean, they sealed up fine. I think the meat will be fine, even though it's got less liquid in it. But lesson learned, not to overstuff. I really need to pay attention about that. But now I'm gonna pull out the carrots from yesterday. I'm gonna pull them out, so I'm gonna get y'all moved to a different location, and I'll pull them out, and hopefully we can use most, if not all of them. Okay. They've hardened up quite a bit. There's still some that's kind of soft. Hey, most of these seem pretty good though now. Still, you know, kind of flexy. But I mean, they are not like flopping around like they were yesterday. I think I'm gonna try to can these up. With the exception of this one. This one's still really floppy. That one. Okay. So we'll cut these up here. And then I'll let these sit in water some more just to see if they'll sprout up a little more. Just experimenting, I guess. These back in the fridge. Are you playing in the water? See, this is a little vegetable thing I got. Let's see how good it works.
Stone cold stunner,
So y'all saw that I scrubbed these carrots super good, and it even, I don't know, because it's a hard vegetable cleaner scrubber thing, it kind of scrubbed a lot of the skin off. But then there's still skin there, so it's not totally scrubbed off or anything. But I looked up, do I have to peel these in order to can them? And a lot of things said, no, you really don't. But then there was something that said, yes, you have to peel them because if you don't, there's botulism in the skin and things like that. But that was the only thing that I had seen that really, I don't know. So I'm just going to cut them, not peel them, and then do the raw pack method. So like I said, I'm still learning. If any of you have any knowledge on this, yes, peel them. No, you don't need to peel them. Please let me know down below in the comments. If I really start getting scared about botulism in the skin of the carrots, then we won't eat these carrots after I can them. So, I mean, I'll do some more research, but I'm still going to can them while I have the time and the opportunity right now. But I don't know, I don't see how the skin can be so terrible, but like I said, I'm still learning. So if you have knowledge on that, please teach me, share your wisdom, your knowledge. So, yeah. I'm not cutting these super thin like what you get from the store. Some of these though I may like slice smaller. That's 2 there. Does anyone else have a go-to knife? I mean, no matter what you're cutting, you have a go-to knife. This knife is kind of my go-to knife. It doesn't matter what I'm cutting. This knife feels more comfortable in my hand than, say, one of the smaller knives. So. Goodness gracious, no! Conflickards. Well, that's just 7 wasted carrot bits. Alright, so I've got my carrots cut. I don't think the amount cut I'll even need all of these jars, but I've just washed my hands. And I'm going to just use my hands to pack them in. And then I've got water back there heating up. I'll use the ladle to pour that in, so we're just giving it a go. Alright, so it is Saturday morning now. So I've been going at this since sometime Thursday is when I think I browned up the ground beef. I think that was Thursday. So yesterday, canned up the carrots, took off the lid, and then just left it alone for the rest of the night. So these, there's no way that these are hot now. So I'm not even worried about using the jar lifter. These look nice. All right, some of these lids, these really loose. All right. I had someone in the comments of one of the last videos mention how they tried to do it this way a while back, and their jar wasn't sealed, and I think it dumped out all the food all over them. I've yet to have that happen, but these are all sealed. And then someone said you can listen by tapping. I don't know, I'll have to compare that to an empty jar that's not sealed to hear sound difference, but I'm not smelling carrot juice. This one looks a little less, but I could have filled that less trying to be careful. This one looks a little less too. But I don't think they're all mushy or anything, so I don't know. We're gonna give these a try in a couple months to see if we like home canned carrots before I grow a bunch and then can them up in the fall or next year or this year. It's 2023 now. Whatever. I'll still grow a whole bunch of carrots, but if we don't like the way these taste in a couple months, I may try to freeze them, I guess. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But, so hopefully, even though they were soft and we did the water trick thing, hopefully they canned okay. Oh, there were some that didn't get crisp. Okay, so these were still really soft. They're still, that one's kind of soft. This one's okay, I guess. Kind of soft. Okay, so these, I don't know, I consider these okay, but there's 5 carrots that really didn't firm up like the other ones. I mean, I'm still able to bend that one. This one's a bit more firm, I guess. But, so, lesson learned, don't store the carrots in a regular towel. Use a damp paper towel. I think when I learned that trick, I think I clung to the word towel, so I just used a regular towel. Damp paper towel is how you store them, but if you do have like limpy, gimpy, soft carrots, let them sit in water overnight. Oh, that even has ice in it. My fridge must be really, really cold right now. But yeah, just let them sit overnight in some cold water in the fridge, and hopefully you'll have crisp carrots in the morning like most of my carrots were, but as you see, not all of them got crisp. Some of them are still, my coffee pot was on for some reason and there's nothing in it. Okay, but yeah, so first time canning up ground beef, first time canning up carrots. I don't know, just happy to get them canned up and happy to have them canned. That way, like I said, we can eat them in a couple months to see if we like home canned carrots. But now I'm gonna can up this venison stock. I did something different with this one. I added, you know, the vegetables like I did before, but this time I also added some bay leaves, some parsley, and I did add a little bit of salt. I didn't do that to the last batch. I didn't add any salt because in my mind, I can add that when I go to open the jar and use it, and then I can add salt to whatever I'm adding it to. But so I'm gonna get to that. We got these canned. We got the ground beef canned. I have yet to even get to the pork and cabbage skillet. I'll be making that today. And let me tell you, between the venison stock and the ground beef and the soon-to-be pork and cabbage skillet, the last 3 days my house has smelled like ground beef and venison stock, and now it'll smell like cabbage. So it'll be what it'll be, and it'll be all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out. I'll see y'all in the next one. Pray y'all have a great day. Bye.